Yeah, yeah.
Money Pit 2.0.
Yep.
Call Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Hey guys, so welcome back to another episode. As you guys know, this is my kind of scary basement, and this is my utility room. So the other day I asked my buddy Paul to come over. He's a 35-year-old HVAC veteran, so he's seen a lot of these units. And I had him kind of take a look at each one of these to kind of give me an idea if it was worth saving them or it's probably better to scrap them. And this is that conversation we had, so hope you enjoy.
Yep, it's right in here. And the lights work, so we don't have to be...
Worst.
Yeah.
So, lowest water, normal water.
How do I
level.
fill it?
You see how it's clear?
Yeah.
That's usually where you can tell what the level is.
Oh, I
That's where
see,
it's at.
yeah.
Nothing.
Now, there should be a boiler drain.
Yeah, it's right here. I think. This, maybe?
No, those are, I mean, that is a drain, but... I'm not worried about gas.
Yeah. There's also no gas, so not really quite sure what.
No, they just big drain ditches.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm definitely going to close up these damn windows.
But it's definitely been drained.
Yeah.
This one, and this one. This is your main blowdown for this fill valve.
Okay.
But this thing here,
It's cracked.
I think that this part is just a strainer. Because this is the actual valve.
Okay.
If you take this off, pull it off, there's probably a strainer up in there.
Well, I need to replace this part since it's cracked.
Yeah, all that. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, okay.
But generally, it's built into this piece.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just a little different.
Gotcha. All right. I mean, this corrosion coming out the back doesn't look great.
Technically, you could just close all this one, and that one. Take this out, put in a 1" by 3/4 hose connection type
Sure.
thing, and then just fill it with water.
And then turn it on. But that requires natural gas.
Well, yeah, there's no reason to turn it on. It might spark or something, but it's not going to light.
Oh.
It might even be pilot lights. I don't see us,
Huh.
Yeah, it's pilot.
Okay.
There's your pilot line right there. That's so.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just pilot lights.
Oh, that's my flashlight. All right. Okay. So.
And if this thing, like I said, I've never seen it like that. But generally, this bolts right onto here.
Okay.
This is just a different.
System.
Well, McDonnell Miller is like the only people that make these things.
Okay.
So you could probably search this number 532M
Yeah.
and see if you can get this part.
Okay. Just replace it.
Because this is why it cracked. They didn't take this off. This is water was sitting in here.
Gotcha.
So if they would have took this thing off and drained the water out, it probably never would have cracked.
Well, I mean,
But that's the easiest thing to do.
all right. So I'll try to find that part, replace
Those
this.
even use dielectric unions.
Yeah.
That's a dielectric union. So is that, and so is that.
Okay. I don't know what that
Anytime you
means.
go black iron to copper, it can create electrical charge.
I
and
see. I see.
rot out the pipe. But this has a plastic sleeve. See that red sleeve?
Oh, I see. There's a plastic sleeve so it doesn't make direct contact.
Yep.
Okay, great.
And that's on just the drains and blowdown. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the right way to do it. It is, but
well, that's the first time I've heard that so far.
most steam boilers, you just it blasts it onto the floor.
Oh,
This
okay.
thing, they actually got it into a line that goes to your drain.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, that's what I mean. This thing here, if you just need to replace even just the water feeder assembly and everything else is okay,
Worth keeping
yeah,
for half a building at
the
least.
lines in the building on the return side should be all pitched to come back to here.
Yeah.
Unless did you find a oh, shit. See that thing over here in the corner?
Yep.
That's a condensate pump. So all the after it goes through your lines, it goes through your rads, it's steam.
Yeah.
After the steam
Cools down, it'll be condensation.
It goes condensate, and then it comes draining back to here. So once it comes back to here, once that fills up, there's like a toilet bowl float inside there.
Yeah.
It pumps the water over to here to fill the boiler.
Huh.
Just so you don't have to keep bringing in fresh water, because bringing in fresh water sucks ass.
Okay, well.
Because the oxygen, you got the deoxygenate, all this other stuff. Real water is bad for a system.
Okay. Good to know.
All the time. But steam boilers, like I said, so that's why you got to blow it down weekly, because all the sediment, because you're boiling off. Steam is pure. Got it?
Yeah. And then the sediment's going to come all down. And...
All the other chemicals and whatnot lay in the bottom here. So that's why you open up this, you open up that, and blow it down once a week.
That seems like a lot. Once a week.
Some places you got to do it more. Like Pitt has buildings, they're automatic blowdowns.
Oh.
They're electric.
Oh, I see.
But no, if you don't, you'll have the worst heating system in the world, because you crud everywhere. It's the worst.
All right.
But yeah, this is the condensate pump here.
This thing looks so old and.
There's your pump switch.
Yep.
I don't know
Furnace outlet.
I don't know if we need to turn those on or not, but it works.
Well, that's
It
good.
generally means there's water in there too if it's on right now.
That's not great.
We'll see if it shuts off.
Oh, hey, it's coming out over here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
The one place that we knew it would come. But
well.
so yeah, we're. Yeah, see, that's a dielectric union too.
Yeah.
So what you can do is just break these two unions, take this thing off, and plug these ends. Put a 1/2-inch plug in, a 1/2-inch plug in, or something.
And then what about this part?
There's nothing.
Oh.
That's just a water fill valve.
Oh, I see.
But there's no way to literally shut that part off. So
This should go here and then.
this is incoming water. This is the bypass. In case this breaks, you can manually fill the boiler.
Oh, okay.
Which then it boils it off, so you come back down and open it again. And
Oh, I see.
but it will, if this ever does fail. But so that one stays closed. Water comes in here. There's a float inside this thing.
So where's that pump filling from?
It pumps right in here.
Oh, so it's coming.
They call it a Hartford loop, but it comes right in here and then starts filling the boiler.
So the boiler's full right now then. If it's coming out of here. But that thing the sight glass is empty.
Well, you can see where the sight glass starts feeding or filling is right here.
So there could be water in there.
But I just want to get the water out of that so I can see if it shuts off.
Well, it's just gonna.
What's the difference?
Oh God, it's squirting onto me.
What's the difference? I want to see if it actually fills the boiler.
I'm just gonna stand over this way.
Oh, it did shut off. That's good news, right?
Yeah, it means the flow works. Plus you pump the water out of there so it's not going to explode when you freeze it this winter.
I just realized, Paul,
What?
this is not connected.
That's a blowdown for this.
Oh.
Some of these, see this thing here is a petcock?
Yeah. Oh, okay, you can open it. No, well, it's very poorly aligned.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw it and I was like, maybe it had a different style before and then they put the new style on.
Yeah, it's
But that's just how you can blow down the sight glass.
Oh, I was gonna say it's off by like an inch or two.
Yeah, you should cut it down to a font.
Yeah.
That's nothing usually you have to generally.
Okay, well that's good.
But whatever, yeah, it just pumped the water in and through and in here. And who knows, but
I'm realizing I'm gonna have to censor a lot of this. A lot of swearing for YouTube. Oh, all right. Well,
No, it's
I mean, it wasn't that much water, to be fair.
No, it seems to be just making its way to where that is.
To the valve and then just shooting straight out. Oh, you're a little. Oh no, that's this draining.
Oh.
Yeah, I got
Believe it or
excited.
not, that's a check valve, so it's
Can't-
coming from. It must be coming somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought something was draining, but
Unless
I
the
think
check
it's
valve
just
doesn't
just
work.
draining to over there. Yeah.
Who the hell knows? But like I said, that's just a strainer.
Well, the water coming out of it looks clean, at least. You know, steam water. It's not like there's rust in there, which is, you know.
Why ain't got no signal?
Yeah, this place is lead paint, bro. It's 1918. This is like an asylum. There's no escape. All right, I'm gonna turn that thing off.
You screw that one
Yeah, that's true. Well, I did, for some reason, I did drain a ton of water out of it, and I don't know why the water's going that way. I guess it's sloped that direction when it should be sloped this direction.
Well, see, we're getting a few drips out of it now. It might be clogged in the drain line. Who knows?
Might be like a.
That's what I said. Steam boilers are kind of finicky, but like I said, you have to blow them down. You heard him; they do it 3 times a day.
Okay, that seems excessive.
Well, they're using it for something, obviously. They
Yeah.
say they have to check pH levels and whatnot.
So yeah, this one might be better just to abandon this one because this one has a bad pump. That one just got replaced in 12.
Yeah, that one's that old.
Yeah, and but all the lines on the other side are completely busted. So I would have to go search for all those lines.
I would definitely just mini split that heat pump.
Yeah, heat pump that side.
Fuck boiler, because you're going to spend, like I said, these things are so expensive to run. There's no efficiency here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you're
I do have this cool
70% at the most.
large flute going out of it.
Yeah, great.
I could put a barbecue down here. Vacuum it, you know. I don't know.
The size of this mother.
Yeah, that thing's huge. Yeah, so. Yeah, it's got some stuff. Definitely. Wow. I love how there's no drain here, and it just pools here.
This is just low water.
Yeah. Yeah, this is full water. This one's not steam. This is just a water boiler.
No, I mean this is in case you have a leak and the water drains out.
Oh, I see, I
It won't
see.
let the boiler run.
Oh, I see. I see.
Switch up for another toilet bowl type thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Just a float.
Yep.
Yep. Well, like I said, this had a ton of water in it when I drained it, and you know, still, I guess, yeah, that pressure valve, I don't think worked because there was a pressure gauge on here and it shot up really high. Well, yeah, it still thinks it has 60 psi in here, so that's clearly inaccurate. And then I think this one right here, altitude.
No, that's just how high you can pump.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
So the pressure,
Yeah.
and then how high, if you have it at this pressure, can pump 50 feet, whatever.
Oh, okay. Well,
You get it?
yeah, I get it. Well, the house I think is only like maybe 40 feet tall, not super tall.
Usually it's like 10 pounds per
Foot.
floor.
Gotcha.
It's kind of, that's the rough estimate, but if you look at this, you can see, even if you're at like, I don't even know if that's 15 or 30 is 50, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I said, a normal house runs at like 12 to 15
Okay.
is a normal 2-story house.
All right. So
But like I said, that's hot water. It's a different animal. than
abandon this.
I would.
Try to fix that
'Cause you
thing.
don't have any basement over there. Do you have to worry about
No
any-
basement. No basement.
The only thing you have is your bathrooms, which won't have any
Heat.
or cool.
Well, the thing is, I'm gonna repex that entire side, and then I want to put in manifolds down here so I can shut it off and then drain the water out of that side in case we don't use it for the winter. I don't know if that's a smart idea or not.
Wait. What do you want to do?
So all the water lines coming in from here, right? I'm gonna put shut-off valves and a drain valve, and then I'm gonna use PEX to reline everything.
Oh, everything that goes to there.
Yeah, because all those pipes are probably burst, so it'd be probably far easier to re-PEX it than to, you know, copper line everything again. Also cheaper, for that matter. And then and then essentially have a shutoff valve and a drain valve on this side, which is lower, and then just open up all the sink faucets in the wintertime and just drain all the water out. I don't think.
See, it's dripping out of there, so that might mean that pipe is either partially clogged. One of those pipes.
Well, I'll tell you, when that thing boils and you open it up with all that pressure, it's gonna blow whatever crap's in there all out.
Really not a lot of pressure on steam.
Oh yeah.
No, if you could run this whole house on 1 pound.
What? So what do you think? I got to run a snake up here?
Look, it's only set for, well, this one's set for almost 6 pounds.
Yeah.
But you don't even need 6 pounds.
Yeah. All right.
Well, no, the 6 pounds, okay. This is your operating, this is your manual reset one. So if this one fails, this one's supposed to catch it. So the max is 6 PSI. I think your relief is probably 15. But you can see this one's set as low, almost as low as you can get on the scale.
Oh, okay.
So as I said, you can run at 1 PSI. I took a steam class an old time ago. I taught it a long time ago. And he says the Empire State Building runs on a ½ pound of steam.
Oh, okay. That's very, very little.
And
And it's a huge building. Well, I mean, steam naturally rises, so that makes sense.
let's just say, steam is a forceful bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they have a high pressure steam plant somewhere.
Yeah.
The engineers run it. We don't do anything there.
Yeah.
But I think they're 300 PSI from
Oh,
when they leave
jeez,
there.
that's so high.
Yeah, it's insane. These, like I said, they're low pressure steam boilers.
Yeah.
15 and under.
All right, so issue with this floor.
The angled walls.
The angled walls, which are actually the roof. So if I were to mount a mini split, it would have to be on an interior wall. Or like this archway here. And then that's the question, where do I run the lines?
I mean, they're designed to be high wall, but you can mount them there.
I mean, that would, mounting it there would be like terrible. Like, I mean.
They have console units.
Yeah, what are console units? Oh, okay, like, so you put them in like this hole. I know they have the ceiling mount ones too.
Yeah, but you have to build something. They have like one-way blows that will actually mount to the ceiling.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't want those.
So,
Yeah, take that out and put the console in there.
yeah, so the next thing is.
Yeah, there's a rat behind that one, probably.
A rat?
Rat.
Oh, rat, yeah, there's a radiator definitely behind that one. I don't know why these other two are blanked out, because they have a miniature one over there too. But this one and this wall one is just. Oh no, this one has one.
There's probably too much heat,
Too much heat,
and they removed one.
Yeah. This looks like it's painted in, but it does have hinges.
They oversized radiators way back in the day.
So, I mean,
Because it was cheap. Everything was cheap.
yeah. So given the size of this floor, oh, you want to see something funny? Come over here. Have you ever had a situation where you had a bathtub that was a little rocky and someone just decided to, hey, let's just put a bunch of plaster and mortar everywhere? Look at this.
Hey, at least they put some 2x4s in too.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this was a professional job. So that's fun, you know.
Are those like brass water lines?
I
They
think
run
so.
through the house like that?
Yeah, and then you can see they notched this I-beam, which is not great, I guess. But I mean, it is pretty, like, you know, a lot of I-beams, more than is needed for sure. So, yeah, so this entire floor, the question is, console units, you're thinking? How many, I mean, the square footage,
1.4, I mean.
yeah, like, I mean, if you look at the square footage, I mean, it's not what one would call small, but also at the same time, not great, if that makes sense. So the smaller rooms in the back, I think we could run smaller units. I gotta get to this. So, I mean, these are all smaller rooms. Oh, okay.
Floor mounted.
Okay. Mitsubishi. I'm dying.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, sucks in down there, blows up top.
I gotta imagine you would probably have to clean that filter frequently.
Well,
I mean, I have dogs too, so.
That's a 18,000 single zone, 3,800.
Yeah, it's gonna need a lot of those. So these have, I guess, space.
You can't mount them on that.
Yeah.
You can't mount them on these walls because you still have to run the line somewhere.
I don't know where to run the lines.
There's nowhere to go. Is there an actual attic above this or not?
No, it's just the roof
That's
above
the
this.
roof.
Yeah.
Well, whatever, there's joists or whatever, none the roof.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't go up unless you're a roofer and you're gonna put a pitch pocket for every line set that comes up.
I mean, we have, let's say, maybe like a couple feet. I don't know. Yeah, that much thickness until the roof. So you just pull. I think you just pull out, yeah, or pull in. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you may be able to do that. Then you can just slim duct it.
But I also think that door thing maybe protruded out of the roof. I don't know if that's gonna. Oh well, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, there's that door pocket. So yeah, there you go. Hey, there's some insulation up there. That's good news.
There's cork and some of the pink shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Good luck, but still, yeah. I mean, you could.
That's better than nothing. I was expecting nothing, my guy.
No, I meant running lines in that.
Yeah. So can you say that again? What do you think?
About what? Oh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Money Pit 2.0.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Call Tom Hanks.
Yep.
A couple of things that we discovered. Number one, this one here, this water circulating boiler is probably effed. So it's probably better to abandon that. I'm not really quite sure what to do with that huge stack. I suppose I could throw a barbecue down here. No one would come. This one seems like it could be usable. The biggest issue with a lot of these older houses is when they were built, natural resources were kind of cheap. So like natural gas was really cheap. A bunch of other stuff was really cheap. So the house wasn't really well insulated. These units were really overbuilt and they were able to heat the entire house pretty efficient. Well, they were able to heat the entire house, not very efficiently. So these units aren't super efficient. And with the combination of how the house is, I'm wondering if it's going to be a problem to try to revive these. So this one was serviced 3 years ago. So we know 3 years ago it was working. As you saw in the video, it is leaking a lot. So we're gonna try to fix that and then get that running. And as for the water situation, I've decided it's probably best to completely replumb the entire house just because this copper is really, really old. There might be microbes and stuff growing inside. And on top of that, it might be, I mean, plans might change. So I'm not quite sure, but it might be easier just to run PEX-A through the whole thing, run manifolds on each floor. So we have independent shutoffs for each floor. And I'm still debating if we should run, or I should run. I keep on saying we because I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of help on this, but I should run a water heater per floor. That way, let's say we don't use the entire floor, we can just have no hot water there and use like those little 2-gallon water heater boosters underneath the sinks. So like you'd have 2 gallons of hot water on demand, plugs into a 110 outlet, and that's enough to wash your hands, but not to take a shower. Or to just keep these water heaters in the basement, which there's 2 here and there's 1 in the front. So that's 3. We could also potentially do on demand. But on demand, if you do it per floor, it's probably going to be electric instead of gas because we don't have any vents. And also electric is a bit slow to recover. So those are some considerations that we have. And hope you enjoyed this episode, and hopefully I'll see you next week. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening, and I want to share that with you guys. So stay tuned. Thanks.